for you?
It can always be hotter, huh?
How you feeling, just like sickness-wise? Y'all all good?
Yeah, I'm still healing from it. Yeah, probably just like a bad cold or something like that, a little virus I caught, but it's all good now.
Dex, when you've reached the level of player that you're at now, dominating games like that, how do you find ways to get better each year?
I think that comes within and watching yourself and seeing things that you can improve on. Like never a perfect player out there, so I'm hard on myself every day. I come out here and I mess up on a little thing and I write it down and I correct it the next day, just so I'm making a new mistake every day, type of thing. That's kind of my thought process.
Give us one example of something you wrote down that you messed up.
Not necessarily messed up. It's more of a technique thing, like getting in a good stance, running off the ball, like mentally having that in my head a lot, because that's gonna make me successful.
How much do you think over the last couple of years, I mean, you see the NFL Top 100, all these lists and stuff, that you've earned respect of your peers and people around?
You got to keep earning that respect, and I think that's what legends do. That's what and at this point, like I want to keep earning those respects and keep having people feel my dominance, type of thing, and see the type of player I am.
And we watched Hard Knocks. I don't know if you knew you were going to be part of Hard Knocks, but you were part of Hard Knocks in terms of Shane saying you called him about Christian Wilkins. Mm-hmm. Christian Wilkins was obviously part of their plans before Brian Burns trade. What, from your end of that, what was it? Were you trying to recruit him?
Yeah, that's just my best friend.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, were you in his ear like you should come here?
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't think he was serious about it for real. He's where he's supposed to be. Happy for him. I'm happy for him.
Dex, your team needs the O-line to get better, to go the way where you guys want to go. Mm-hmm. How do you intend to make them better? How are you trying to
just going out there and competing, not taking a day off when I'm on the field, or when I have plays out there, just attacking them and letting them feel what it feels like to give a block against a great player, type of thing. And I think that's my role on this team, is to push everybody. I don't want to be at the Pro Bowl by myself, that's kind of what I've been telling everybody. Like, I wear some of my stuff, right? I don't want to be there by myself, type of thing. So I think the mindset for me is just to push everybody. Whatever, if I'm on the field, run, push them, like just work hard, and it kind of translates to everybody.
Have you ever sat down with JMS and said, like, here's how I attack, centers, give them pointers of that nature, that type of stuff?
Yeah.
And is he receptive to that?
No, he's receptive, and I wish he could get out here and practice some more, but obviously he can't. He asked me, did I miss him? And I said, yeah.
What have you learned about your defense so far from the early part of training? Because obviously you're running a new scheme. There's a lot of new stuff.
I think the mindset, we're not letting plays bad plays build. So like we have a bad play, we handle it quick on the field, on to the next play, make the next play, type of thing. I think that mindset for us has been huge.
Yes, I don't know how much you've thought about this at all, but there's no more Saquon, there's no more Sterling Shepard, there's no more Xavier McKinney. You're probably the player fans maybe are buying the jersey of, probably the guy that most popular. You're the guy we're coming to all the time. How much responsibility is that for you, that you could be the face of the franchise?
Funny thing is, I was in college, and I didn't really know what it meant, but I always said I wanted to be a household name in college. I said this, and you get what you ask for, and I take that with pride. I'd rather be this way than the other way, and so that's why I try to set the example. I'm not a real verbal guy, but I lead by actions, and that's just my biggest thing.
Last year, you've had a lot of opportunity up front with guys playing with you, and your teammates have talked about what that means to play with Dexter Lawrence. Almost, a couple of them said, it's almost like a lottery ticket, the idea of being able to play next to you. What have you thought about that competition for guys around you? And, do you like the fact that guys are kind of coming and wanting to raise to your level?
Well, I compete like I'm not, a top player. And I think I compete like I was a 7th rounder. You know, I mean, I compete like I didn't get paid. You know, that's just my mindset, and I think that's where the respect comes from. They can see that, and they can see how hard I work, and I think that's the biggest thing with everything.
What I asked you about Wilkins. The other side, flip side of that is the reason they didn't have to pursue him is they got Burns.
Yeah.
What has Burns added to your defense?
Just a lot of knowledge up front. He brings, he helps us all learn how to rush together and how to, you know, just be a dominant defense. Really, he brings a mindset I didn't think that he really had to the defense, and it's this aggressive attacking mindset. But you know, he's flashy, he's Spider-Man. So. But I love this addition, and he was going to be special.
Dex,
What do you mean?
Sorry, go ahead.
You didn't have that mindset.
No, he's a little flashy. Like, you know, I've known him for a while, but like, you know, you don't know somebody until they get in front. Like, you don't know if he's going to be a vocal guy, or you don't know if he's going to like be in the shadows. But he's really vocal, so that surprised me.
Dex, prior to last season, you said, like, I'm done building. It's time to go do it. It's time to win.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this team's chances of doing that, and what are your expectations, and what's not good enough?
I think the way we competing against each other out here is different, and I think we got a lot of good guys on this team that know how to play some football, and that's the biggest thing.
Dex, in years past, people would say defensive tackle, and everybody go Aaron Donald. With him retired, do you sit there and say they should be saying my name?
Yeah, I wish I thought like that. I'm more of I gotta do what I gotta do, you know, and then whatever I do is gonna prove whether it's worth it or not.